So here's the thing. I've been playing Minecraft for well over a decade now, and in that time, the game has evolved from a janky sandbox of chunky potential into a polished juggernaut of redstone logic gates, hardcore survival mode, and YouTubers building cities more detailed than my real-world house. And somewhere along the way, I think we lost something. Something important. Something ugly. Not ugly in a bad way, but in the dirt roof, cobblestone tower, no symmetry, built this with my 11-year-old heart kind of way. The kind of ugly that makes you smile because it was made without worrying if it would go viral on Reddit. There was a time when playing Minecraft meant launching the game with no goal, no plan, and no expectation. Just vibes. You'd spawn in a random seed, punch a tree, and spend the next 4 hours building a floating house made of dirt, glass, and bad decisions. It didn't have to look good, it just had to exist. And back then, that was enough. That's why I play Minecraft version 1.0. Not for the features, there are barely any. Not for the stability, it crashes more than a toddler on a sugar crash, but because it forces me to do something we all secretly miss. Play like we used to. Let me explain. Playing Minecraft version 1.0 intentionally. I know. You're thinking, why in the blocky name of Notch would you willingly play Minecraft 1.0 when the latest version has frogs, cherry blossom trees, and suspicious gravel or whatever? Because I don't want luxury. I want limitations. Modern Minecraft gives you every tool under the sun to be a pixel-perfect architect. It's a beautiful thing, but it also creates this weird pressure. When the game gives you too much, you start feeling like every build needs to be amazing. And when you're not a great builder, like me, it can suck the joy out of it. Minecraft 1.0 doesn't let you do much, and that's why it's great. You have to get creative. You have to experiment. You have to make do, and weirdly, that's where the magic happens. When you're limited to like 6 usable blocks and half of them are ugly, you stop trying to be perfect. You start trying to be resourceful. You look at cobblestone and think, yeah, this could be a wall, or a floor, or maybe the roof. Why not all three? There's something liberating about not having 47 types of wood to choose from, or needing to match your build to a Pinterest board someone made titled Cottagecore Nether Fortress. And let's be honest, half the fun of Minecraft used to be making something completely pointless. A lava fountain shaped like a pig, a minecart track that loops forever, a castle made entirely out of wool because fire safety wasn't your concern. Vibes were. You built stuff because it made you laugh or because your friend dared you to, not because it was part of the base's theme. In 1.0, I'm not distracted by armor trims or lore updates. There's no pressure to min-max enchantments or build a frog-powered XP farm. It's just me, a blocky world, and the freedom to make absolute garbage. Proudly. And honestly, I've never loved Minecraft more. Criticism of building skills. Of course, not everyone sees it that way. If you've ever dared to post a Minecraft screenshot online, you know what I'm talking about. The comment section becomes an unsolicited TED talk on design principles. Your palette doesn't work. Why are you using cobblestone and bricks? You've violated every rule of contrast and composition. Mate, I'm building a fishing hut shaped like a slice of cheese. Let me live. People love to dunk on ugly builds like it's a competitive sport. And weirdly, the more chaotic you build, the more it triggers some ancient architectural reflex in these self-proclaimed block critics. I once posted a screenshot of a tower I made entirely out of fences and pumpkins. Someone genuinely wrote a paragraph on how it disrespected the visual language of verticality. That was the moment I realised we might be taking Minecraft a little too seriously. What they're forgetting is that Minecraft was never meant to be a test of taste. It was a sandbox. You weren't supposed to win the game by creating a Pinterest-worthy starter house. You were supposed to build what your little heart imagined at 3 AM, which in my case was usually a dirt igloo with torches stuck to the outside like acne. And look, I get it. There's a certain satisfaction in building something sleek and polished. But for a lot of us, that's not the point. Some of us play Minecraft like we're finger painting. It's about the feeling, not the form. And yet, here I am, still getting comments calling me the worst Minecraft player ever. Which is impressive, honestly. Have you seen people play Minecraft? But the point is, the judgment doesn't bother me anymore. If anything, it's proof that I'm playing the game the way I want to. And that's kind of the whole point, isn't it? Early Minecraft experience on PC. Let me take you back. I didn't play on Xbox. I'm a PC kid. You know the type. Keyboard crusted with crumbs, Minecraft launcher on the desktop next to a folder called Don't Open, and a billion old screenshots of caves I thought were cool. I had mods I didn't understand, texture packs that broke the game, and a deep-rooted fear of accidentally clicking Force Update. My early Minecraft days were spent on a second-hand laptop that ran like a potato dipped in molasses. I couldn't even use fancy shaders, the water looked like blue cement, and the sky flickered like it was haunted. Sometimes the game would freeze if I looked at too many pigs at once. But I didn't care. I had a blocky world and nothing but time. And I loved it. Back then, the game didn't have a meta. It was just blocks. You'd spawn into a new world, punch a tree, and then make a square house with no windows and a roof made of stairs going the wrong way. Cobblestone was considered luxury. Your floor, dirt, maybe planks if you were feeling fancy. You didn't worry about balance or aesthetic. If it didn't get blown up by a creeper, it was considered a success. Lighting up your base with 27 torches in one room was seen as a strategy, not excessive. There was no pressure, no guides, no dream SMP, no endless tutorials about how to build the ultimate starter base in 1.20. Just you, your awkward builds, and a world that said yes to everything, even your worst ideas. That's the version of Minecraft I fell in love with. It wasn't sleek, but it was free. It was a mess, but it was mine. Critique of modern Minecraft's meta. But now Minecraft has a meta, a literal formula for how to play Minecraft the correct way. You start with speedrunning wood, grabbing iron, killing cows for leather, enhancing everything, and heading to the end within 2 in-game days like you're some kind of Steve Bourne identity. Efficiency is king. If you're not stacking achievements like you're prepping for a world record, you're apparently wasting your time. It's all about optimization, min-maxing, making redstone contraptions so complex they require a PhD, 3 calculators, and the blood of a goat to understand. Every action is part of a grand unspoken checklist. Maximize output, automate everything, achieve netherite in under an hour, never waste a block. But where did the weirdness go? The randomness? The moments where you thought, what if I made a giant dirt pyramid filled with chickens? Or what if my base was just a floating cube in the sky connected by a single ladder? Those moments are becoming rare, not because we've outgrown them, but because we've been trained to think they're wrong. Somewhere along the way, we turned Minecraft into a productivity simulator. Less sandbox, more spreadsheet. It's no longer about playing the game, it's about beating it in the most stylish, most efficient, most content-worthy way possible. And sure, that kind of content is cool. Watching someone build a 400-hour megabase with shaders and time lapses is fun. But it's also kind of intimidating. You start to feel like if you're not building nether hubs with perfectly symmetrical portals, color-coded sorting systems, and themed districts that connect via an underground metro, then you're just bad at Minecraft. And that just kind of sucks, because Minecraft was never supposed to feel like work. The pressure to conform in Minecraft communities. Here's where things get personal. Ever joined a multiplayer server and hesitated to build something because it didn't match the vibe? That's the modern Minecraft problem. We're not just building anymore, we're curating. Suddenly there are rules. Your build has to fit the theme. It has to use the same block palette. It needs to look good on a map. And if it doesn't, well, prepare for side eyes and subtle comments like, hey, maybe next time use some stairs for texture. Or worse, silent judgment that lingers every time someone walks past your dirt house with the off-center door. We've gone from do whatever you want to make sure your build aligns with the communal aesthetic spreadsheet. There are whole servers that won't let you build unless you follow the architectural style guide. Like, bruh, I'm not applying for a silly permit. I just want to make a weird treehouse shaped like a shoe. Minecraft has become a place where everyone's trying to be impressive instead of expressive. And that's exhausting. I once built a chicken-shaped bakery and got told it didn't fit the theme. The theme was medieval fantasy. Last I checked, chickens existed in medieval times, and so did bread. Let me have this. What happened to the joy of chaos, of mismatched builds stitched together by inside jokes and poor design decisions? I miss when a survival server felt like a fridge covered in macaroni art, colourful, messy, and made with love. Now it's more like a modern art museum where you're scared to touch anything or make eye contact with the curator. Minecraft used to be one of the places where you didn't have to impress anyone. You could slap some planks together and call it a mansion. Now it's like every server is an art gallery and you're scared to submit your macaroni drawing because everyone else is doing oil paintings. I miss when Minecraft was a place to just make stuff. No pressure, no judgment, just blocks and dumb ideas, and I think we need that back. Encouragement to build freely and imperfectly. Which brings me to my thesis. Make Minecraft ugly again. Seriously, tear down that perfect base, replace the quartz pillars with dirt, build a staircase that goes nowhere, make a tower with no symmetry and put a lava fountain on top just because you can. Heck, make it drip down the sides and set fire to the nearest tree. Bonus points if it lags your world. Because when you do, something magical will happen. You start having fun again. You stop worrying about how your builds look and start caring about how they feel. You remember that Minecraft isn't just a game. It's a digital playground for your brain. A space where your impulses don't have to be justified by logic or aesthetic cohesion. You can build a floating mushroom island connected by dirt bridges. You can put doors on the roof and windows in the floor. You can name a dirt block Greg and call it your roommate. Ugly builds are fun. They're just weird, and they're yours. They tell a story that polished builds never could. That dirt hut, it says, "I'm new here and terrified of the dark." That cobblestone fortress, it screams, "I had no plan, but I had passion." That weird nether brick gazebo in the middle of the desert, it whispers, "I was bored and curious." That oddly shaped tower with mismatched floors and sheep farm in the attic, it yells, "I got distracted and never looked back." These builds may never win you likes on Reddit, but they'll live rent-free in your brain forever. And that's the soul of Minecraft. Not perfection, but personality. Parallel to real-life perfectionism. And plot twist. This doesn't just apply for Minecraft. We live in a world that's been hijacked by perfection. Not real perfection, but the illusion of it. Perfect Instagram grids with coordinated colour themes, perfect morning routines that involve waking up at 5 a.m. to drink lemon water and meditate for 47 minutes. Perfect productivity systems built around 15 different apps that all sync to a smart fridge that remind you to hydrate. It's like life itself has become a Pinterest board, and if you deviate from the vibe, you're somehow doing it wrong. And honestly, it's exhausting. There's this constant creeping fear of being seen as messy, not having it together. So we edit, we polish, we perform, we package up ourselves like little lifestyle brands. Every action feels like it has to be part of a bigger aesthetic. Even hobbies aren't safe anymore. If you bake bread, it better look artisanal enough to post. If you journal, it needs to have calligraphy headings and washi tape. Even rest has to be intentional now. Minecraft, weirdly enough, has absorbed this same energy. It used to be a digital sandbox for chaos and creativity, and now it's become a competition of who can build the most cinematic starter base with the most cohesive block palette and the smoothest time-lapse. Suddenly you're not just building a house, you're making content. But here's the wild part. Minecraft can be therapy for this very thing. It can be your tiny rebellion, a private protest against the cult of perfection, a reminder that not everything has to be curated. It can be the one place in your life where it's not only allowed to be a bit of a mess, it's actually better that way. A place where you don't have to follow a plan, where why not is a good enough reason to build something. So go build a crooked tower with no doors. Use the ugly blocks. Mix woods like a madman. Spam torches until your world looks like a fire hazard. Let your Minecraft world reflect the weird, beautiful, inconsistent, glorious mess that is you. Because once you start letting go in-game, once you embrace imperfection in a world where the stakes are literally zero, you might find it easier to do the same in real life. Maybe you'll stop rewriting that email 3 times. Maybe you'll wear the mismatched socks. Maybe you'll finally try something you've been putting off because you thought you weren't good enough yet. Because good enough, that was never the point. Not in Minecraft, and definitely not in life. So here's my final take. Play Minecraft like no one's watching. Because honestly, there probably aren't. Make your world ugly, fill it with mismatched buildings and broken paths. Build things that make you laugh, not things that impress your Discord server. Stop worrying if your nether hub is symmetrical or if your starter house uses a trendy palette. And if someone tells you your build is ugly, just smile and say, yeah, isn't it awesome? Because Minecraft isn't about perfection, it's about creation. It's about planting a tree on your roof because you thought it looked funny. It's about turning a waterfall into a secret base because that's what 12-year-old you would have done. It's about being free to make weird, useless, joyful things without asking anyone for permission. So go. Be messy, be creative, be ridiculous. Build like it's 2011 again. Before shaders, before clout, before the Minecraft meta decided that fun had to be efficient. Make Minecraft ugly again. And maybe, just maybe, make life a little uglier too. Messier, more honest, more you. Because in a world full of polished filters and algorithm-pleasing perfection, a little blocky chaos might be exactly what we need.